There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of the Crypto Bull. Today's episode, not going to be a special like last Sunday, just your general episode. So today's episode, we will be doing a technical and fundamental analysis of the cryptocurrency project called LOOPRING, or LRC abbreviated. So I already have CoinGecko open. Perhaps it might be wise, as I'm going to do it more and more often. I'm going to compare between various websites here. So I'm going to open up CoinMarketCap as well. By reason, in previous episodes, I did notice not all information is up to date on CoinGecko or on CoinMarketCap. And well, to be as complete as possible for these episodes, I prefer to, have everything readily available. So here we go. So CoinMarketCap is open. We're going to do loopring. So let us begin. What do we see here? Currently, I'm going to refresh it. You never know. Loopring valued at $3.11 currently. Seems to be in a nice uptick here. It's in the green, despite the entire market being, well, quite frankly, red. Perhaps it's why that I show current market state. There you go. So everything is turning red. Most of these things tend to be, well, on the 7-day average, all in red. So not a very good sign, but Loopring seems to be one of those very few who is, well, having an uptick. What else do we see here? Market cap, 3 billion approximately, 24 trading volume, 2,795. That's actually quite close here. Fully diluted value, max supply of coins in circulation. They treat before everything can be reached, depending. Okay, that's in circulation. It's locked value, so means this is in the form of loan collateral or liquidity. So that's the amount of coins being locked. So there's some additional information here, which lets me to believe, and quick peek here at the tags. Well, DeFi decentralized exchange, so it's going to be a decentralized exchange token, if I see all of this correctly. Anyway, let's continue. Circulating supply, 1,245,000,000. Total supply, 1,373. Max supply, 1,374. There's a little bit of discontinuity here. I'm going to check it out on CoinMarketCap. Generally, I should have the same information available, max supply and total supply. So up here, the incongruency continues. Oh, okay. Amount of coins that have already been created, minus coins that have been burned. So I'm going to assume there's also a burning mechanism already present. Today, minus burn. Okay. Should have indicated that one. A little bit of a brain fart from my side. My apologies. So let's continue. I see here a contract on Arbitrum and on Ethereum. Okay. Website Loopring, going to open it up. It's a Medium article. Explorers Etherscan Explorer. So it's going to be a token based on the Ethereum blockchain. Wallets on the Crypto.com DeFi wallet, it's available, and on Ledger. Community, Reddit, Twitter, Telegram. Okay, so we'll check these ones out later. By reason, well, strong, decent community backing a project will increase the odds of the project being, well, straight into mainstream adoption and having a very sound basis to operate on. Tax, decentralized finance, exchange-based tokens, decentralized exchange token. So I'm going to assume, going by the tags, Loopring is, well, related towards DeFi, but N is probably a decentralized exchange, whereby it has its own token as a collateral in order to swap various coins, a little bit like Banco. So I'm going to, well, during this analysis, I'm probably going to refer towards Bancor and other DeFi-related coins I've done in the past or that I've noticed from experience. Let's continue. So this is the chart on the 24-hour trading volume. Will crash down here at 3 o'clock this early this morning. It seems but relatively stable. General trend is still in uptick. Look at the 7-day chart. Seems to be a recurring pattern here. Little crash, uptick, little crash, uptick. But bullish on the average here. If I were to put a line here, this is going to be the line, like how my cursor is moving. 14 days. Yeah, it seems to be reclaiming a certain high here. So might say on the 14-day chart, it's been going sideways. I'm going to look up. Bullish, uptick, but it seems for a few weeks' time, it's going sideways, the market here. 90 days, yeah, definitely going up. 180 days, definitely going up. Very bullish. I see here January 18th, probably that time period, the very first hype died down. Probably was a little bit dead, new developments, and skyrocketed back up. So I'm curious as to why it is. However, this tells me it has to do with the activity on the platform itself. Generally, decentralized exchanges in coins and tokens which enable decentralized trading during bull runs have tremendous amounts of activity. As you can clearly see here, this is during the bull run or after the last halving of Bitcoin in 2018. There was a lot of activity on the platform. It was just launched, so a lot of people jumped onto it. A little bit of a die down here. And afterwards, people simply accumulated and didn't really trade as active as before. So this explains the little dead zone. However, I know July 20th, May, July, there was first Bitcoin halving. So it's natural that I'm seeing here a little bit of a bump. By reason, the markets were in uptick. Bitcoin had a halving and there was money being invested within it. However, it's really since the beginning of this year, we actually saw a tremendous rise. Money fell dead silent here, which coincides with an accumulation period. We had July up until August. Market went sideways, was a little uptick there before it skyrocketed once again in the last couple of weeks. As we can see here, if we start zooming out, the market is slightly in red, so that explains a little downside here. So it follows market trends. This coin is going to be valuable, from what I can gather, during periods of heightened trading activity. Seeing it's probably a decentralized exchange, to me this is an exemplary chart for coins used for trading. So in itself, I dare say it looks quite positive, but to buy it now would be not all too wise. Probably wait until the next bullish cycle, wait until this one dies down. We'll probably see chart occurring like here, so a little peak before it is going to flatline. At what level, I do not know. By reason, I do not know enough of the coin yet. However, I expect something to move out like this. Not all too much of a crash down, as you can see here, but probably more around the $1 level. If I'm averaging a little bit the heights it reached, so at around $1. But anyway, let's continue. So very positive. So where it concerns the technical analysis, I dare say highly positive about the coin. It is bullish, but that's average market sentiment still. There's an accumulation period here, as you could mention, and here an entire uptick in value, probably due to it being a probable decentralized exchange. Anyway, let's continue. Where can it be bought? On Binance, seems to be the greatest trader. Coinsbit 2 times. In the pairing of LRC Ethereum and LRC Bitcoin. Not surprised seeing that one, these two here. Coinbase Exchange LRC USD, okay, and naturally OKX. Coinsbit, why am I not surprised seeing this here? BTC has been fronting the current bull run most of the time. However, Ethereum, since its updates in August of this year, has more or less also been pulling the strings a little bit. So this pairing, I'm not surprised, especially in learning and knowing that the LOOPRING coin itself is built on Ethereum, so it's natural seeing something like this. Anyway, let's continue. What is LRC? LRC is a governance token for LOOPRING, so yeah, I'm going to skip this one here. As you know by now, circulating supply 1.37 billion. Like most things I mentioned in previous episodes, I like seeing coins with a limited market cap, even though this is quite a lot of coins, or I have to say tokens in reality, as it doesn't have its very own blockchain. So a lot of tokens here, ranging in the billions. It isn't as high as other projects where I've read about quadrillions and hundreds of billions of coins. So still manageable, feasible amount. So just due to its scarcity, I dare say, keep an eye out on this one, especially since almost everything has been mined. Only a few hundred million remaining. So yeah, keep an eye out on this one, because this one might skyrocket. That's pure theory. Do not ask me when or how. I'm just learning about the project now, but merely relying on my previous experiences. So, like I said, governance token for LOOPRING. Okay, how to obtain? Don't like immediately seeing that one, but anyway, from exchanges such as Uniswap or Binance, you can find LRC trading on various centralized and decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges. There's a little list here. What is LOOPRING? That actually is quite interesting to me. So, as we could have guessed, it's a decentralized exchange built on Ethereum Layer 2 solution called ZK Rollup. That's both automated market maker, AMM-based, and order book-based exchanges. Okay. Rollup is an Ethereum L2 scaling solution that migrates computations of the blockchain. Okay, only blah blah blah. This gets quite technical. Current output. So herein they state that they are much faster than the base layer of Ethereum, where it concerns transactions being saved onto the blockchain. Professional Ethereum market maker can deploy. So it's mostly. Sorry, I'm clicking away the private messages. You guys do not need to see it. By building on top of LOOPRING tree, blah blah. So it's good for trading, etc. How to use the LOOPRING DEX, not composable with other L1 dApps and Layer 2 decentralized applications that are built on ZK Rollup. So you will need to have ZK Rollup compatible wallets, etc. Have to deposit the assets to the L2 chain before trading. So you will need to make deposits. They will have to withdraw from the L2 chain back to Ethereum main chain. Okay, so they are underlining one of the disadvantages of trading, and they say watch out for high gas fees. That's basically what is being said here. What are the fees incurring from using LOOPRING DEX? There's a 0.25% fee for swaps on LOOPRING, including the gas fee. Okay. 0.15 of the gas fee goes to liquidity providers for the relevant pool. So they are explaining a little bit about the tokenomics here. It's for the L2 transaction fee, pay to the LOOPRING layer so that ZK Rollup can run. So they are explaining here a part of it goes straight to liquidity providers, so people mining within the relevant pool, and the 0.1%, is the transaction fee in order so that their ZK Rollup can run. But protocol fees paid, so time 20. Yeah, basic laydown. You get quite technical here. Okay. Follow a maker-taker model. Taker fees are 0.25% all over for IP tiers. Just like LP, blah, blah, blah. They're saying what their fees are in all actuality. So yeah, I'm going to skip a little bit here because it's the same. It's a little bit of marketing talk and talk about their rates, which doesn't interest me at the moment. I want to make sure that a project is viable. This can be interesting background if you are an active trader and make use of a multitude of decentralized exchanges. What I can tell from a little bit back experience, it's okay-ish from what I can tell when it concerns the tokenomics and distribution. I've seen worse. Naturally, it's Ethereum based, so with those percentages, I'm always a little bit wary. By reason, okay, it's a certain percentage you have to pay up, but Ethereum and gas fees, it's always tricky. Anyway, LOOPRING, reloading the website. Looks quite fast. Seems to be very simple made. As for high throughput, low cost trading and payment on Ethereum. Okay. While LOOPRING, secure, open source audit and non-custodial exchange. So I hope I can find the audits in that case. Needs to trust others. At Carol, just always use control. 1% of Ethereum. High throughput, low cost. So okay. Naturally, this is always a little bit of marketing talk from what you see here on screen. So all of this low cost is always to take with a little grain of salt. I've seen, well, a variety of blockchain projects say, yeah, but we've got the lowest cost. It's almost nothing. It's but a few cents. And then I say, yeah, okay, but take, for example, Nano. It's a cryptocurrency. There's no transaction fee. So low cost, always put things in perspective. And always, naturally, try to compare apples with apples and not apples with oranges. So I'm going to click on this one, learn more about LOOPRING. The same level of security as underlying. Okay, by using construct called ZK rollup. Now, I've got to admit, now I'm seeing this one, which aggregates and executes transactions off-chain in a correct manner. Well, I'm slightly blocking up here as I'm trying to search my words. As you can see, nothing is scripted here. Made possible by using constructions which aggregates and executes transactions off-chain, meaning that your transactions are going probably through a smart contract. That's what I thought here, and are being saved off-chain and executed off-chain, so not on a blockchain. Which implies, well, you do not really have the transparency of a real blockchain-based exchange. So this is something to watch out for. I'm also going to open up. Technically, it should check out, but you never know. So contract circuits, I'm not going to get all too deep into it. Low settlement costs. 450 to 800 gas on layer 1, which is 0 of the cost of most layer. That might be true. Okay, naturally, the point is not 450 to 800 gas. They say, yeah, okay, it seems very low, and with those percentages, actually, this can be a little bit confusing. People might say, yeah, it sounds very cheap, but in case of doubt, have it always expressed in the currency you are well familiar with. So if you see something like this, yeah, it's very low, okay, but how much is it in USD dollars? I can probably do the exchange and see how much it will be, but that would take me a little bit too much time, and I'm not going to get deeper into it. So I'm going to share this lesson to all of you viewers. Do not be dumbfounded by, well, supposedly low gas as they expressed in percentages and say, yeah, but it's only roughly like that, so it's going to be cheap. No. Try to find and try to express it in a currency you are familiar with. Preferably put it into USD dollars or in euros or yen. I don't care, but with a fiat currency you have feeling of. And at that point, you might say, okay, the settlement costs or any other transaction fees are indeed low, period. But at this point, I'm going to say the percentages are indeed on the lowish side. On other projects, mainly on the Binance chain, I've seen generally for DEX projects, somewhere ranging between 10 to, well, between 1% up until 10 or even 15% settlement costs or transaction fees. So 0.15, 0.30 sounds good, sounds on the lowish side. But like I said, always default back towards a fiat currency. Try to have it expressed that way. In that case, you do not have unnecessary surprises. And above, I see here white paper. Lots more granular details than a white paper. Naturally, I'm going to click on it. Design with two major objectives, loopring. So you can quick check it here. Considering the time I'm busy here, I'm not going to get all too deep into technical details. I'm going to look up the white paper. Yeah, see if it can be done nicely and correctly. Decentralized exchanges, loopring operates a public set, blah, 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 blah. Current exchange landscape. So this is the kind of white paper I like to see. Not too many flashy thingies, just straight to business, introduction, current exchange landscape. So here they say, what are we about? Current exchange landscape, inadequacies of centralized exchanges. So they give you a rundown of the current problems and the current shortcomings of already existing exchanges, mostly centralized exchanges, but there exists also, like I said, something like Banco, which is also a decentralized exchange, certain inadequacies or errors. So they do a little rundown. They say there exist hybrid solutions. Just merely basing myself off the titles, I won't be off all too far. So, and here they explain how the loopring protocol works, not a DEX, but a modular protocol for building DEX on multiple blockchains. So that's odd. They say it's not a decentralized exchange, but a modular protocol for building decentralized exchanges on multiple blockchains. The traditional extent offers a set of public smart contracts and decentralized access in its place. Yeah, so basically they say we've got protocols and code in order to set up a decentralized exchange based on a multitude of blockchains. That's basically this. And then they start explaining what some of the components are, like an ordering, how it works. So you can see here, order 1, 2, 3, and how they stand in relation towards each other. Participants, wallets, consortium liquidity, relays, ring miners. So it's a decent rundown, actually, quite technical. I'm not going to check up on it, but from what I can tell, they get into detail how the code should be working. Now, in previous tweets and in previous videos, I said, well, a white paper should be a rundown on how everything works. Generally gives away some code to illustrate how things work. Now here they use schematics and actually go into quite some details. So I'm very happy to see that one. This one's actually quite trustworthy, if I'm seeing it correctly. Here we have it. That's more granular, so real rundown. Recent version is, so they also say loopring 3 is a ZK rollup exchange and payment protocol with probably fixation on payment protocol. What's the difference between decentralized exchange and payment protocol? Well, in a certain sense, both are interlinked but separate. It's really going down to difference in semantics, if I'm explaining myself right. So in meaning of words, a decentralized exchange is a platform whereby, well, built on a blockchain, I'm going to say, and where mostly peer-to-peer orders are being processed. And in order to buy certain tokens, it will make use of its native token. This is a concept incepted by the Banco network, which is also a decentralized exchange. Now, what's the difference with a payment protocol? Well, payment protocol is the factual code which enables, well, peer-to-peer decentralized exchanges. It's the ticking heart of decentralized exchange. So that's basically what loopring is about. It's a payment protocol with its very own decentralized exchange, just to clear that one up. So once again, they explain here trading with off balances, immediate finality, high throughput, low cost, so a little bit marketing talk as per usual. And then they get into the details, but more simplified and better explained, less technical than the white paper. This gives me actually a high amount of trust by seeing, especially here, the code is made available. It gives me trust as it's immediately ripped out from the source code itself, and you can actually verify everything, how everything works, and read up on it. Not going to read up on it now. Like I said, it would take too much time, and there's quite a lot of text. And knowing myself, probably due to during such a reading, I'd get into details and how everything works, etc. It would take me more than 2 or 3 hours to just pass down something like this, and I want to keep these things short and to the point. So what can I tell? White paper and the design documents, very good. Almost immediately found them. I'm going to check up on CoinMarketCap with their links. Okay, there's an immediate link towards the white paper, but I believe on CoinGecko it was missing. Yeah, on CoinGecko it was missing. However, it shows to me white paper and technical documentation is easily available. Forget to mention it. Source code available on GitHub. Very positive signal to me. Implies the developers are open about it. So that's actually a very strong signal to me. Let's look at LRC, tokenomics, token version, token address, ENS, ERC compliant, yes, decimal symbol, blah, blah, total supply. Okay. So this is everything you need to know. Version does not relate to LOOPRING protocol version, update token. Okay, so they say how everything works. Okay. This is the Medium article. I believe it's going to be. Oh yeah. So 2 Medium articles. In the first, being referred to the main website, is how their tokenomics work. So how it is being distributed. So there's an extensive article that has been written. Little image here. So it's basically a repeat of what was being said on the CoinGecko rundown, only now more visualized here with nice graphs. Also, positive point, I see their Medium articles are all available. This to me is also another point of trust by reason. Well, a lot of cryptocurrency projects I encountered, and well, a lot of scam coins, they also created Medium articles, but which were almost immediately pulled. The fact you've got an active account on Medium with, well, an entire overview with news, updates, etc., to me is yet another signal of giving trust to the project. And I remember I needed to look something up here. Naturally, I want to know about the team behind it, the developers. Almost forgot about it. Performant across the shack. Okay. I can't seem to find team members. Well, that's a bit sad. Perhaps on Medium, perhaps later on I can find something. Although, yeah, I'm thinking aloud here. CoinMarketCap. There's the white paper. Why I'm doing this, generally with the white papers, etc., you may find something about the developers and team members. Yeah, no luck. Probably a developer. 77, okay. Huh. It's the same, yeah, it's the same one. Thoughts, news, counterfactual, LOOPRING. Team seems to be a lit shaded. Probably if I look more into it, I can find out more about them. However, can't seem to find them. I would say that's a little negative point. By reason, I always want to be able to verify the developers behind the project, to know their faces if they are involved. This gives me an even higher amount of trust to make sure it isn't a rug pull or a scam project. However, considering how long they've been and what the subject is about, mainly a decentralized exchange, I'm not all too surprised that the team isn't as easily found on their official websites and within their white papers. The reason thereof, well, decentralized exchanges are mainly being targeted by central governments. And I can understand that the team and developers will say, yeah, no, we're going to keep ourselves out a little bit. By reason, well, we do not want unnecessary attention and being smacked with additional taxes and fees, etc., that might ruin their lives. So, on that account, actually more positive than with other projects. So, yeah, with other projects where I couldn't find team members, I was actively smacking them. But in this case, well, I'm not going to do it by reason. There's a very good reason behind it if you want, if you are a developer on a decentralized exchange. But yeah, this is the Medium article, so got to say up until now I'm quite impressed. Let's return here. Let's check out the social media. Reddit, Twitter, not going to open Telegram, so I'm going to see if there's other ones here. Community, Twitter, Reddit, mostly these two. LOOPRING, I'm going to reopen the website. Sorry for all the clicking. Yeah, that's what I thought. Medium, Twitter. There's a Discord channel. Mine needs updating. I'm going to open it. There's a YouTube channel. Weibo, I do not know. Close it. So, Reddit. The role protocol seems to be quite general. Okay. It's always nice to see an opening post here with memes. University, so there's an entire exchange street. It's nice. Vivian trade, apart from LOOPRING, I've never had anything to Coinbase, but it is suspicious as fuck. So there currently is going something on with Coinbase and towards LOOPRING. Coinbase turns off the buy button. So yeah, Coinbase back to shady deals. Apes going to LOOPRING, so be like, okay. So I see quite a lot of memes. Factual information also being shared. Factual, GameStop, can you give some gold ornaments of flu this Thanksgiving Day? Here you go, smart. Okay. Well, I see a decent amount of hype here, combined with memes. And memes, if you guys aren't all too familiar with the crypto communities, I've got to admit, memes are a factual indication that the community is concerned, is busy with the project. And there's, well, I'm scrolling down here for a little bit on Reddit, and everything seems to be active. And well, I see a lot of memes, opium. So things are going quite well currently. I'd say probably because, well, it is in an entire uptick at the moment. But if I am not mistaken, I'm not mistaken. Probably should look back within a few months' time if, for example, the current ongoing bull run has been finished, how well these things still hold up. Though I've got the impression that the LOOPRING community is quite active, quite big, and well, will remain active. So yeah, Reddit checks out. LOOPRING, this is their factual Twitter. I'm going to reload the screen. 148k followers, not followed by anyone I'm following here, like that, sadly. Joined September 2007. Linktree LOOPRING. What do we have here? Integrated smart wallet. There seems to be a few things that I've missed. Okay, that's their multi-coin wallet. Okay, easy to use, and that's the same one. A request list of tokens. So it's a bit odd these websites aren't being mentioned, especially loopring.io. Those are actually quite important to me. They've got a link tree where everything you need to know is being condensed into a small page. So what is it? Fees, exchange, blah, blah, blah. So probably better to save up linktree, linktree.ee/loopring to get the overview and save it up if you want to get involved with the community. So 42 following. Let's see here. Pin tweet October 5th, 1,200 likes. It's promoted. No gas fees, almost no gas fees, because, well, in the pages we saw, there were naturally transaction fees, but on the lowish side. Let's see a quote here. Sharing quote. Not well. There's a lot of comments being made here, but not much of retweets going on in due time. So their Twitter seems to be mainly focused on themselves. However, now I'm seeing quite a few here. Yeah, that's promoted. They want gas fees, so okay. Basically, this meme says, look, you do not have to worry about gas fees from the Ethereum blockchain. Loopring makes sure you do not have to pay them and that you only pay the base transaction fees on their network. If that wasn't clear enough in the explanations and rundown I've given yet, which is a positive signal. By reason most projects built on the Ethereum network, one of my main rejections that I make is, well, a lot of them actually lock down money on the Ethereum wallet due to the high gas fees. Meaning, well, people buy the coins but are unable to sell them by reason that not to sell them, they need to move their funds. The gas fees are as high that they do not have enough liquidity in order to sell it in the first place. And, well, what this meme actually illustrates and what we've seen in the little rundown, but I wasn't all too clear about, this is actually what they are doing. So, which is positive signal. Yeah, it checks out. I'm going to do an additional test here, and that's just verifying the amount of followers. If I see too much with weird letters and few followers, that's an indication they probably bought a lot of likes and follows and aren't really genuine. However, this might have been a bot. This one's a bot, but might be an automatic follow. There seems to be quite a lot of people here that I can't really. It's a bot, but if you go through my followers, same thing occurs. This one true. The majority seems to be legitimate people, so you can honestly say there's no buying going on. So that's quite nice. Loopring. Okay. Well, what's this? Oh, the organization forgot to close it down. There's their YouTube.
We'll wait for a few more people to.
Community call. These are probably the developers or people involved with the project. Exchange. I'm going to check out the videos. Loopring Smart Wallet. How to add MMM. Bridges, flash means, so seems to be development going on. Community calls on a regular basis. Let's look at playlists, presentations. So if you want to learn more, you can subscribe to their YouTube channel and look up the presentation, see what it's all about. If you use a podcast, exchange, community calls, wallet, university. University probably being a how-to series. And there's Weibo. Yeah, I believe I encountered this one in previous I don't know, so it's all in Chinese, Korean, or Japanese. I don't really speak or understand it, but it's probably a social media website. So also present there. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to do my synopsis here. What can I tell about, well, LOOPRING? Currently, I'm actually positive about it. Reason they're obvious. Well, the main reason is that it's a decentralized exchange. It's DeFi related, so it will boom future-wise. Currently, it is booming. If I'm looking up, well, after I've done a very abbreviated technical analysis by reason, well, it tends to perform well during bull runs, which is natural for a decentralized exchange. The graphs you've seen at the beginning of this live stream, well, will resemble other decentralized exchange-based tokens or governance tokens being used in decentralized exchanges. Well, those same graphs are more or less mirrored, so you will see them come back. So it's positive. Seems to be in a very nice uptick, considering Coinbase, from what you could tell during the live stream, is being a P in the R. About it, well, I can guess they are actually performing quite well, up to the extent that Coinbase is saying, yeah, no, we're going to lose too much money if people are all buying up the LOOPRING coins. So that's actually a very positive signal. Active development going on. And for once, I must say this is an Ethereum-based token I'm slowly warmed up to, mainly, and as illustrated towards the meme I called up a few times during the live stream, they have implemented a layer 2 solution by which, well, the investors evade the high transaction fees which are inherent to the Ethereum blockchain, meaning they are not locking away liquidity like, well, other ERC tokens, which means tokens based on the Ethereum blockchain, do. That's actually a very positive signal and makes it more, how to say, interesting than other alternatives, more interesting than Ethereum itself. So if you want to invest in a decentralized exchange, or if you are looking for a decent decentralized exchange, a decent payment protocol, I'd say LOOPRING might actually be something to look deeper into. As I said, you can look deeper into it with the white paper and technical documents. I highly advise doing so. I did not do it during this live stream because otherwise, well, live stream would take all too long. But I'm going to give this one a thumbs up. Seems to be quite legit. Seems to be quite decently made. One of the downsides. Oh, I'm going to do something. Almost forgot it. There we go. I'm going to check up a smart contract. Technically, it should check out menu. There we go. Well, what do we have here? So I was expecting actually another results. However, let's go through this. Sellable, not a honeypot, is less than. Okay, so it's verified. All other holders possess less than 10% of token supply. So this is actually quite dangerous. That I did not know. See, that's the importance of the token sniffer. I'm going to say I'm still positive about the project, but this is something to watch out for. There is one giant whale which can do a massive sell-off. However, concerning its run and entire time, I might say that risk is being negated over the long term, and I wouldn't be surprised. This one might actually be the burn address. You never know, but LOOPRING exchange V2 deposit. So it's probably sniffing out this one. Exchange V2 deposit, so that's probably, well, not the burn address, but a considerable sized one. So watch out with it. which could allow for significant amounts to be removed. Rug pull, so these two are interlinked. So the code checks out. I dare say it has a high amount of trust. However, this is something to be wary about. So watch out. So let me stop sharing my screen once again. So I will maintain my stance. It looks trustful. I still give it a thumbs up by reason how it has been built. Naturally, the token sniffer brought to attention something I did not know and did not immediately notice. That's the main reason why I use token sniffer. If I'm more relaxed and doing my investigations at home itself, as you can see, this is unscripted. Automatically, if I see an Ethereum or Binance contract, I pull it through the token sniffer because it will give me additional information you could not immediately find elsewhere. But all in all, considering its run, how well it is performing, and the community support, I'm still giving this a thumbs up, and I'm going to be positive about it. Main reason, as said before, it has implemented a layer 2 solution by which you evade, well, the base layer high transaction fees that is inherent to Ethereum. So in that case, LOOPRING has an advantage over other, well, decentralized exchanges being built on the Ethereum blockchain. So with that, I want to conclude this episode. I thank you guys all for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more of my content, like, subscribe, share, etc., etc. If you want to help support me, there's links down below. My courses are up for sale. They help me support this channel and everything I do. Most of my stuff is actually for free, so I'm burning myself, so you guys shouldn't get burnt, etc., etc. So once again, thank you guys for watching.